Hey guys, JLums here, talking about the Gran Turismo update 1.57 and the hidden changes that they don't want us to know about apparently. What seems to happen is that they did a bunch of BOP changes, balance of performance, and they didn't even put it in the notes. So I'm not sure why they wouldn't, because that's not exactly a small thing that they've done. It's quite big actually. And let's go ahead and notes here. GT Planet actually confirmed it, the website here. So Gran Turismo 7's latest BOP update has nerfed every Group 3 car, which is pretty huge. This was 22 hours ago. Actually, before I go through the notes, one of the things I just wanted to mention, because what happened was in Race B, I was able to get a really good fast time. I was 295th in the world, which is actually quite a feat for me. I'm not the greatest racer, but I was able to get a really good time. And I've just been watching Gran Turismo and YouTube stuff like this, and I noticed that a lot of streamers are complaining that they just wiped qualifying times. And usually when they do that, that's usually meaning that they're changing something with physics or BOP changes. I was really sad because obviously I had a really good time. I'll show a picture of it here. Oh, I should also mention all the streamers, people have been reporting that all the cars felt slower. Now this was before it was actually confirmed, I guess, not from Polyphony Digital, but just from other sources. The latest Gran Turismo 7 update released today has brought surprising change through what looks like a complete rework of balance of performance BOP in the core esports category, just a week before the 2025 season officially gets underway. If you're not familiar with BOP, it's essentially designed to equalize performance of racing cars in a given category and an event, usually by applying maximum power / torque and minimum weight limit. GT7 doesn't entirely work that way. We have notes, but the ethos is similar. Cars in each racing class have maximum power and minimum weight restrictions directly imposed, with all other vehicle settings locked out. This method is a little bit hit and miss, often resulting in certain cars becoming grossly overperforming at certain tracks to become what players call the meta, which I'm very familiar with. I usually pick the car that's meta, to be honest, to be competitive. Most effective tactics available. However, in general terms, the core Group 3 class has been pretty even at mixed speed tracks under recent calculations. The BOP changes hasn't been specifically announced, but it was quickly picked up on by players after the daily race B qualifying leaderboard was wiped. Polyphony Digital often does this in response to larger changes that affect pace, such as BOP changes or physics changes, and implementing countermeasures for cheat. So it triggered a closer look. While BOP does get tweaked from time to time, today's change is one of the most wide-ranging we've seen. Every car in the category has been subject to a significant drop, averaging out to about 40 horsepower per vehicle at each of the three BOP settings, low, medium, and high. Depending on which settings is used, most cars have either gained weight to or remained the same, which has also seen a major fall in cars' performance points. Timing is significant as it comes after the end of the last Manufacturers' Cup exhibition season, only 6 days before the official qualifiers for the 2025 Manufacturers' Cups begin. That leaves very little time for players to make their choices for which brand they want to represent based on an entirely new category dynamic. We've already seen some lively discussions on the forums about the consequences of the massive changes to BOP, and that we'd like to continue into and through the qualifiers that begin on April 2nd, as yet unknown car and track combination. There has been a lot of changes. Update 1.57 added 3 new cars. In the notes, the release notes, it did not mention anything about any BOP changes, and especially as large as all the Group 3 cars have been basically nerfed. So that's very interesting news. We'll see how it goes on. Guys, please like and subscribe, and hope we'll see you soon. Elon's out.